Hello and welcome to my news video. Today I'm going to take a quick first look at MonsterBit. Now, what is MonsterBit? It's another blockchain game on, I think, the Ethereum blockchain, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, as you can see here, it's Ethereum. We accept Ethereum, and it wants to be another Cryptokitties basically, but in terms of monsters. So the focus will be on these monsters, and they look quite similar in terms of their art style, their graphic style. I don't know if you remember Monster University or these other popular Pixar movies, I think, and look quite similar to them, in my opinion. And yeah, what's basically special about this game that it doesn't actually want to reinvent the wheel, as you can already see here from the screen. We did not reinvest the wheel actually, instead of reinvent. They basically just want to build on top of most of the other crypto collectible games and make it more successful based on refining all these different features that have already been released on most of these other games. And I think that's actually a good idea, because if you consider, for example, World of Warcraft, which was a massive success all over the world, basically. I'm sorry, a massive success all over the world, and it didn't really reinvent any kind of new of any features. It didn't really do anything special in terms of being innovative, but they tried to refine what was already there in terms of features, in terms of gameplay, in terms of these different mechanics, in terms of economy. And I think for that reason, MonsterBit is doing great, or at least trying to do a really good thing here, and trying to implement a game that tries to perfect itself based on also the experience that most of the other crypto games so far have done for them, and just tries to build on top of them instead of just going through all these different experience curves over and over again. So yeah, as you can see here from the screen, as I'm already scrolling back and forth, you have this food marketplace, which basically serves as some kind of a currency, to speak. At least you can use it to feed your different monsters, and in order to feed them, or basically when you feed them, they grow, as you can see here at the beginning already. So you have this egg first, you have these small baby monsters, so to speak, and then you have these more adult and more evolved monsters, and maybe they will have different abilities, maybe they have different mechanics, and you can also use them to fight with each other. So users can fight each other to gain food, weapons, or the monster. The weapons will be sold in the shop, and I think just in terms of the graphic style, it looks really nice, really clean, and just completely different from most of the other crypto collectibles we have seen so far. And just reading through this here once again, so basically right now they're doing a token sale. As most or a lot of these other major or bigger crypto projects or crypto game projects do, they generate commission on purchases and sales of monsters to the users. Monsters gain part of these commissions. They generate all the food for monsters and sell it. So basically, while the food itself is not the currency, the tokens serve as the currency, and you can buy food with them. So you have digital assets to trade in order to grow and evolve your monsters. And maybe there will also be some kind of a system where you need to feed your monsters in order to gain their abilities back. Maybe they will be kind of starving, and you have to feed them once again to get them back to 100%. I think there are a few other crypto games that do that already, where you basically have to constantly provide some kind of asset, as I said before, some kind of consumable asset, so to speak, to your digital asset, your main digital asset, in order to get it back to 100% health, 100% of activity level, or 100% of battle power, or something like that. So yeah, right now, as I said before, there isn't much more to the game yet, which I really like, is that they actually have a team site. I don't know why they call it team. Is that meant to be a joke, or is it an actual error in writing, a typing mistake? I don't know. Anyway, I think in general, at least when it comes to most of how the website looks and how it feels, and it's really smooth, I think it has been done in a really professional way. I don't think they are native English speakers, but neither am I, so I'm not really concerned about that too much. They actually have a white paper as well, which you can read through on the website. There's a direct link to it. They have a bounty system, I guess, for referrals. Yeah, as I said before, you have a team site, so you can check these guys out, the developers, and if they have done some other games before, if they have some at least some kind of game development experience. and maybe even some blockchain experience as well. So it's not the first project, so to speak. Yeah, anyway, that's basically it for now as a first look. I don't really have any more information to share so far. You can check it out yourself. As always, I'm going to post a link to MonsterBit in the video description below, and maybe also in the comments. I'm also going to try to find the official Discord or maybe some Telegram group with the developers in it. I think they do have, as you can see, I'm going to post a Telegram group there as well, so you can quickly check this one out. They actually also look for new employees, I think. I'm not sure, you can't really click on it yet. But anyway, yeah, check it out yourself. I think it has some merit. I think it has some potential just based on the unique graphic style and just based on the premise that they do not try to reinvent the wheel. They try to build on top what was already experienced basically, and what was already what was already released on most of these other games. That they just try to learn from these experiences that other games have made. I really like this kind of direction they are taking so far. I'm probably going to do another video once there's more information out, and once they, I think, what's the roadmap again? Once they release their prototype, so in mid of April, so that's only 9 days away. You can actually try out the prototype, and then later down the line we'll have a pre-sale round 2 and a beta version, and then the official crowd sale in the end of May until mid-June, and they will be released in July. So I really like that they also don't really set these times on the roadmap too far apart from each other, so there will always be some constant updates the player base can look forward to. Yeah, other than that, check it out yourself. I think it has some long-term potential, even if it's just for the similarities in terms of graphic style to Monster University, or how the famous Pixar brand is called, because as I always say, if you want to be successful with these type of crypto games, or any kind of games in general, if you have some kind of recognition value, and this one definitely has some recognition value in terms of the brand and the look and the feel to it, I think it has a higher chance in general, or this game then has a higher chance to receive mass adoption in the long run. So yeah, check it out yourself. Please leave a like if you liked the video, and leave a comment. Tell me what you think about this game. Do you think it's another quick cash grab? Do you think it has some promise? Hope you liked the video, and I'll see you next time.